Hey there, deep divers, and a very happy Labor Day to you. Hope you're having a good one.
Happy Labor Day, everyone.
Yeah, we know it's a holiday. You might be kicking back, so we're keeping this deep dive a little shorter today, more focused.
Right, perfect for a holiday listen.
Yeah.
And frankly, it's been a bit lighter on major market shifts recently, but what is happening is pretty interesting.
Exactly. So today we're digging into Bitcoin. We're sort of calling its current state a fragile equilibrium.
Fragile equilibrium. I like that.
Yeah, it's basically consolidating below its recent all-time high, and it seems to be, processing a lot of conflicting signals.
That's a great way to put it. And beneath that surface calm, there's this fascinating tug of war happening. Lots of hints about where things might be headed next.
Okay, let's unpack that tug of war then. So price action first. Bitcoin lost that really critical $110,000 support level.
Yeah, that was a big one.
And now that level is acting as, well, pretty formidable resistance. It's trading now in a really tight range, somewhere between, $107,400 and maybe $109,700.
Right around there, yeah.
So this feels like it's maybe shifted a bit from just healthy consolidation to something more, corrective, at least short term.
Well, that's where the on-chain data gets really fascinating, actually.
Sure.
If you look at the Adjusted Bitcoin Cycle Extremes Index,
Yeah.
which basically measures market volatility and positioning.
Okay.
It's registering super low right now, like 8.8%.
8.8%. What does that typically signal?
Historically, readings this low point to what analysts call a compression phase.
Yeah.
It's a time of really low contracting volatility.
Like compression, like a spring coiling up.
Exactly like that.
Yeah.
And these phases, they almost always precede a violent price expansion is the term often used, a big move.
Violent expansion. Okay. So big move up or down?
Oh, well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Analysts are debating, is this the end of the bull cycle, or is it just the launch pad for the next big surge?
Right.
But either way, the data's pretty clear. This low volatility is probably not going to last. Something's building.
Okay, so that's the short-term picture of this coiled spring. But here's where it gets really interesting for me. Despite this wobble, we're seeing some serious long-term, strategic buying.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like Metaplanet in Japan, they just snapped up another, 1,009 Bitcoin?
Yep, for about $112 million.
Mm-hmm.
Brings their total holdings to 20,000 BTC now.
20,000. That makes them the sixth largest corporate holder, right?
Yeah.
And they've got this wild plan to acquire 1% of the total Bitcoin supply by 2027.
It's incredibly ambitious. A huge statement of long-term conviction.
And then there's El Salvador, making this sophisticated move, transferring their sovereign Bitcoin to 14 new addresses.
Mm-hmm. For security reasons.
Yeah, they explicitly said it's to enhance security against, get this, the future threat of quantum computing.
Right, which is incredibly forward-thinking.
Seriously. Planning for quantum threats in, 2027 terms? It makes you think. What exactly makes splitting it across addresses a defense against quantum, though?
Well, it's about diversifying risk. Quantum computers, theoretically, could someday break current encryption. By spreading the funds across many addresses, likely using newer address formats possibly, you make it much harder for a potential future quantum attack to compromise the whole stash at once. It's like not keeping all your eggs in one digital basket.
Okay, that makes sense. It's a long game strategy.
Absolutely. And it connects to this broader trend we're seeing, especially across Asia. It's not just speculation anymore, it's foundational.
Tell me more about Asia. What are we seeing there?
Well, look at South Korea. You've got BitPlanet setting up the country's first institutional-grade Bitcoin treasury with $40 million. That's serious infrastructure.
It's institutional grade. Okay.
And Shinhan Financial Group is weaving in digital tech like stablecoins.
Yeah.
Then over in Hong Kong, HKU Business School is talking about accepting Bitcoin for tuition.
For tuition? Wow.
Yeah. And you've got Metalfa partnering up to offer advanced digital asset products to, high net worth clients. These aren't just little experiments.
No, it sounds like deep structural integration. So how does all this strategic positioning, especially from Asia, how does that tie back to the compression phase you mentioned?
It paints a really compelling picture, I think.
Yeah.
It suggests that the adoption curve is deepening, broadening out way beyond just early believers. You've got established financial players, even educational institutions getting involved.
Right.
So if we connect that to the compression phase, all that stored energy in the market, when it does release, this growing institutional and regional demand, particularly from Asia, could really amplify the move.
Yeah.
It positions Asia as potentially a key driver for the next phase.
So the big picture here, the key insight for you, the listener, seems to be that Beneath the short-term price jitters, there's this undercurrent of really deep long-term conviction from institutions, even nations.
Exactly. It's evolving from just a tradable asset
Yeah.
into something more like a strategic reserve for some pretty major players.
So, things to watch then. Keep an eye on that immediate support, maybe around $107,000, and definitely watch if Bitcoin tries to reclaim that $110,000 level.
Definitely. And remember that compression phase. It's not just a flat line. It signifies stored energy.
Yes.
Significant, decisive price move. Feels, well, imminent is probably the right word.
All right.
So the real question for you to ponder is, with this backdrop of strategic accumulation, which way will that expansion phase break? And maybe more importantly, what could that mean for Bitcoin's role in the wider financial world going forward?
Something to definitely think about over the rest of the holiday. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Yeah, thanks all. We'll catch you next time.